So, good morning, FGC.
It's time.
It is time. And it's a bittersweet pill we gotta take today.
Are you talking about the greatest news ever? They're gonna make the game better.
Oh, okay. So, Guilty Gear Strive.
There was so much pain. There was so much pain there. I see it.
It was like I sometimes, and I'm super busy. I really am super busy. But I played the beta. Didn't play the beta as much as I wanted to because I was working and stuff like that, but I really got time to play it. We got that on the website right now. You guys go check it out. Me and Shadow Shell 88. I know Lone Wolf, you played a little bit yourself, so you got experiments, the smooth, crisp butterness of the netcode rollback. But I miss playing it. Like, I want to play more. Like, I don't have much to wait. It's March right now. It's gonna be here in a couple two months. I thought March.
Yeah, it's coming out. It's coming out in June now, June 11th.
It was 2 months away. Now it's like
three. It's about 3 months away. Yeah, it's about 3 months away now. I laugh because I'm thinking, like, what if they just did this? Or like, this online stuff is too smooth and it's not American.
4 months.
We gotta screw this up. We gotta screw this up now. We can't make it seem like we don't know what we're doing. We're gonna make another proprietary online rollback netcode thing, and it's gonna work. It's just gonna work, and then it just screws up the entire game. Apparently, what it is they got a lot of feedback from the beta, and they wanted to take the time to make the game better. So it's just, what they said is basically make the most of the opportunity to make the game the best game as possible. So we'll see them trying to rework. I'm guessing probably rework some of the animations, rework some of the stuff for maybe the online mode, reworking beta, maybe some of the online matchmaking stuff, and more than likely you'll see some balance patches like automatically when they come out. You'll see like some balancing for some of the characters.
So their official statement is that since we have received valuable feedback after the recent open beta test, we would like to make the most of the opportunity to provide the best game possible. We need extra time to polish some aspects of the game, such as the online lobbies, and the server stability. There was a little issue with the server the second day that they had it open, which was the official first day. And because that day had it down, they actually extended it a whole nother day. So they said, we believe it's best to use the extra time to improve the game's quality and provide a better experience for all players. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Oh, it's killing me. Like I said,
so you're not patient nor are you understanding. That message is not for you.
I am not patient, but I am understanding.
Okay, so half of that message is for you.
Half that message was for me. The other half was for, I don't know, whoever. I don't know. So 4 months. We have 4 months to wait. Hopefully that means we get another beta.
Maybe just to test the stability.
Yeah, just test the servers one more time. Yeah, because they did have a problem with the servers. The lobby system, it's Arc Systems Lobbies. If you've ever,
it's one of the most like backwards kind of confusing thing, because you got to go in a lobby to go in a lobby, and then you can kind of sort of matchmake, but you can't exactly matchmake with people. You can link up with them and then hope that they might link up with you. It's really weird. The online.
Yeah, if you played an Arc System Works game before, and then you were like, oh yeah, this is Arc System Works. We can just do this, and it makes total sense. I hold down the square button and so I can go from where I'm at to go to another place, so that people at that place can know they can tag up with me, and I can't get the rematch with the person because that would be dumb. Why would I want to play somebody that I just beat?
That might have been just for the beta.
Beat me?
That might have been just for the beta where you don't get the run back.
Yeah.
But the thing I did like about the their little online tier mode is the actual like tower that you have. Like each level is based off of your gameplay, so it's like from like the bottom floor all the way to heaven.
But even
heaven is where like all the gods play, basically.
But even that was a little bit like you did, like, how many people do you have to beat in that lobby to get to the next lobby? Like,
I think they did have a like a stat counter that showed like
when we got pushed up to lobby. What happened was the people we were playing, we were just like beating them, and so I don't know if you've seen in Mortal Kombat where like I guess they do this in Street Fighter, but more in Mortal Kombat it's more detailed. So after the match in Mortal Kombat, if you're online, you can actually look at your stats and you can see how many highs you hit, how many lows, how diverse was your play style.
Yeah,
we're using a lot of specials, like whatever you were doing, right? So and depending on that, it's kind of how they based moving you up. It's like, you're really well balanced here playing, so we'll move you up. And like we moved up like, because on my own I moved up like 8 or 10. I leveled up like 8 or 10 times. The character didn't move up, but then when like I really like owned a person in a match, it bumped me up. So it's like,
all right, it's time for you to you okay, you're not just pressing buttons. Cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know if that is it. It's like how many people do you have to own before you get into another lobby? Like it wasn't very clear cut. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like their way of saying like, well, we'll let you know when.
That's interesting if they're gonna do it off of like a skill base. If they're doing a skill base where it's like, well, yeah, you beat this guy, but he's kind of a scrub too. You guys are just pressing.
This is what I'm saying.
You're not really like combos. You're not knowing how to use your bursts or your roaming cancels. Then they're kind of like, all right.
So I was in one lobby and I played 2 matches and really was like really tearing everybody's ass up and got moved. I won 10 other games, right? But the matches were more close and didn't get moved into another lobby. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they're
also maybe it's the higher that you go, the more amount of wins that you have to have under your belt before you like level up. Kind of like in Street Fighter. Street Fighter does the same thing. It's kind of like a point system, but the more you have to win more matches. You have to grind harder when you're getting up in higher levels.
Yeah, but it's just the Street Fighters, which is the worst and best version of that system. Like it could, at least it's more clear cut what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? You can also bail out at some point and go outside of the lobby, and there's just casuals outside, but it's different from the casuals inside, which isn't really supposed to. Like you rank up, but you don't rank up.
That doesn't matter to you. You don't like casual play. You only like rank.
But it's all casual play now. So you're right. I don't like casual play.
because it's a beta. We gotta wait for the actual game to come out.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they're working on the online experience, the lobbies is the one thing that I think they need them.
They definitely need to tune it up.
Work on. But if they keep that netcode and the characters, like Chip was just, I mean, he's like we talked about it before. He's supposed to be a glass cannon, but he's just glass, no cannon.
I mean, he's a glass pop cap gun. That does damage sometimes.
OP'd, and what's her name was super OP with the swords. I forget her name.
Ramlethal.
Ramlethal
is just, good lord. Her corner pressure, she can cancel. No. Sonic Fox canceled his special with roaming cancel and just dashed behind the person. Like for a mix up. I'm like, this. Yeah. Stop.
Whoa. And that should be in the game, but like, she be the only character that has that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kai has it where he can do a DP roaming cancel and has a 50-50 mix up
off it. Yeah. But like, even with Kai, his install kind of needs to be
better.
Like with Axel, like his anti-airs, which anti-airing in the game is hard as hell. Like anti-airing in Mortal Kombat is pretty difficult too, but this was like
there's a lot of stuff in Guilty Gear Strive that just feels if you play XR, it just feels different.
Yeah.
One of the stuff is dust. Dust feels way different. I was like, how do I do this again?
Yeah, and comboing into dust feels weird, right?
Yeah, combo into dust feels weird. When you actually get dust off, that entire sequence feels different.
Yeah, like how many hits can I get? What is the sequence? Do I go light, heavy? Like how do I keep that going? That like a lot of it just was like weird, right? So like so I applaud them for taking the step, saying that. And I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. They saw how many people pre-ordered the game. They saw what the beta was. It's the biggest beta for Guilty Gear has ever been. The most people. They saw the crowd from Dragon Ball trying to come over as well and everything like that, and they were like, this is gonna be, like I've been saying, the Capcom killer. You know what I'm saying? This like all eyes are on Guilty Gear. If Guilty Gear fails, like everybody's other fighting games are praying for Guilty Gear to fail right now.
Yeah.
It's like, this is gonna be hard as shit.
Okay, both sides are pulling out their handkerchief and wiping their brow in like nervousness, right? The other games are like, is this gonna have to do better? And
small team, small studio, Japanese based, using GGPO, positive feedback, 2-hit games in a row.
Yeah. Well, now that means the pressure's on them. So now they're wiping their brow because they're kind of like, oh man, we cannot screw this up, guys. We can't screw this. This has to be good. This has to be good. So, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm kind of sad that it's being pushed back, but I'm also glad it's gonna be pushed back. But
yeah, I mean, a better game is a better game, and we're probably gonna have this game for the betterment of the generation, probably.
Yes.
So, yes. I'm down with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm also down with this Mortal Kombat, who is one of the games this gen that has, until Guilty Gear, one of the best net codes that they had. I mean, it started off rough. Ed Boon, the game, they, to their credit, fixed the net code issue for the most part.
You said his name and net code? Are you out of your mind?
Listen, the movie's coming out. He's distracted.
Okay, I'm getting scared.
I think before you be
get over here, and like, Bill. Red K's gone. He's dead now.
I guess it's just a Good Morning Gamer.
It's a Good Morning Gamer, just me.
Oh man, I chuckled off that one. But yeah, so Ed Boon in the game, they fixed it for the most part. Matches are way better. I mean, of course, if you're playing on Wi-Fi, not the greatest. But if you're playing on Wi-Fi on Guilty Gear, it was pretty darn good. Yes. So one thing they have done, which I wish Guilty Gear would do, but unfortunately they don't have the capability to have crossplay. Mortal Kombat has crossplay. You can play PlayStation players, you can play Switch players, whatever you want to do, right? But what they don't have, and this is important to people who do tournament organizers like we are, especially online tournaments, you can't put PlayStation and Xbox users into the same lobby, okay? So what they're working on right now is they're testing a feature in MK11 that will put PlayStation and Xbox players into the same matchmaking pool for online casual modes. So this is actually a pretty big thing if they can do it, because no other game I think is doing that right
now. No. There's a few like smaller titles or some, I guess some big titles I've tried to do like crossplay, but there's still been like there's still dealings between Microsoft and Sony to kind of sort of make it like a staple thing, because it kind of slightly goes against the interest for both sides, because like but slightly goes towards it. I mean,
a game like Power Rangers, right? Mm-hmm. Which is a crossplay and a really good netcode, by the way. Really good game just in general. Does it well where they already got players. See, a fighting game online needs players to play. You know what I mean? Yeah. If nobody's playing the game, then the game's dead. You know, if you can go online and get a match, that's why Chaos still is alive right now, because you can go online and get a match anytime with the avatars that you have up there, right?
And why Marvel Infinite is not.
Exactly. But
among other reasons,
I was gonna say Power Rangers kind of is Marvel Infinite, but we're not gonna get into that.
We can't say that. Ew, that's a bad taste. What are you doing, man?
Play it. If you have not played
R.I.P.
Power
Marvel
Rangers
Infinite.
If you played Marvel Infinite and you haven't played Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, it's the same game with Power Rangers. It literally is.
Yeah.
But to that point, right? If you tournament organizers, PlayStation has a big thing with esports, and they have their the people who they use. Is it ELG? Maybe, I think it is.
No.
Well, PlayStation has its own stuff.
Is it ESL? Is it ESL?
ESL, I think, is Xbox. Well, I think it's ESL anyway. So they have their own tournaments online and stuff. But since you have an online like game where everybody can play, if it doesn't matter what system you're on, you can always have different people going to your tournaments. You know what I'm saying? And like without that, you don't have people that can go into your tournaments, and it's really a pain in the butt for tournament organizers. So the fact that they can possibly get this thing up and running is a real big deal for just not only Mortal Kombat, which will definitely benefit from it, but just other games in general that want to have cross-play with a multiple game. And for the game developer, they don't have system alliances. They just want people to play their game.
Yeah, that's just one. Well, it kind of works out well for them as well with like players that want to like. I only like Xbox. I don't like PlayStation, but they can still play with each other. They can still like mingle with each other.
That's the best part because check it out, the PlayStation, a fighting game versus already. So you can have something. Remember MK11 where they used to have like where you could have clans.
Mm-hmm.
The Xbox clan versus the PlayStation clan.
There you go. Boom.
Who has the better players? Right there, right? You know, everybody's trying to get Sonic Fox to be on the team, but you know, that's a whole nother story.
That's just won't be fair. Whoever has him on the team.
Yeah, but I mean,
he should be banned. He's a banned player.
He's a banned character.
No Sonic Foxes.
So, how does crossplay work in MK11? If a player has crossplay feature toggle on, they can play against other PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, or Xbox One. Designated crossplay online rooms provide a central location for PS5 and PS4, Xbox Series X, One players to manually meet up and fight against other players on the opposite platform in online game modes. Friends on the opposite platforms will need to coordinate outside through something like, what's the program we were using just a while ago? The program that we're using to call each other?
Discord.
Yeah, so you have to use some kind of Discord or whatever the case is like that. You need to coordinate outside of the game system to meet up in a specific cross-play online room to play against each other. So that's pretty much what we do. So we are going to, so what we are going to do is, I've already talked with Shadow Shell and Heath and everything like that, and I want to start running online MK tournaments with our group and everything, and maybe
that'd be dope.
Switch the game up every month. You know what I'm saying? So maybe 1 month we'll do Battle for the Grid, 1 month we'll do Guilty Gear, and just have it like that, and try to grow that community. But a game like MK11, what will keep it alive if you can have crossplay, so it doesn't matter what system I have that I can play the game.
True. And I do like the idea of them having like a Discord type chat thing for their game. I really think that Discord should do a lot more integration with console gaming in general, because it's great for PC gaming, but we'll see what happens with that.
Exactly. So got to get in our Discord. So you can get our Discord. What is it, 2050? Or is it we have a Wally Mop one?
We have a Wally Mop one, and we do have a 2050 one as well.
All right. So the Wally Mop is just Wally Mop Gaming.
Wally Mop Gaming, but we have to set it up for people to join it. So we got to get an open link for you guys and set it into the Facebook and on the YouTube as well, and we'll have the links down there for you guys.
All right, man. Till tomorrow, this is the Good Morning Gamers. Good morning, FGC. I'm Red K.
I'm the loneliest wolf by choice.
Be good, be safe, keep playing games, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.